What really plays a role in an appraisal? We hear this a lot. Hey, I just put in new windows. How much does that add? Or I put a new furnace in, a new roof, a new kitchen.
So I have actual people out there that are asking me when I'm doing an appraisal, what can I do to increase the value of the house, that kind of thing. So if you look at the industry's literature, the two most important things are going to be the kitchen and the bathrooms. So if you put a decent amount of money into those, you're probably going to get about 70% of the expense that you put in back in market value for your home over time. The idea is they're the most things like new furnaces, hot water heaters, driveways, those kind of things. People expect to have those in the house and working when they buy it. So putting a new one in isn't going to buy you very much in increased value.
Yeah, from an appraisal perspective, you see, what's a reasonable expectation that a buyer should have? A driveway that doesn't have a bunch of potholes in it.
Right.
A furnace that's working regardless of its age. Although, if it's on its last legs, then they can take that into consideration. If it has a reasonable remaining life, it's pretty much a wash. But you make improvements to the level of the neighborhood. If you live in a neighborhood where everybody's put new kitchens in and upgraded the kitchens and bathrooms and that, where everybody's putting metal roofs on their house,
Siding.
fine, go ahead, knock yourself out. But if you're the only one doing that, then you're probably not going to get the payback from it.
Yeah.
If you're the only one not doing it, then that's going to hurt you
Yep.
on the negative end.
So the important key is to basically conform with the neighborhood you're in.
Yeah, conformity is the best thing you can have
That's right.
in a house if you want to maximize your investment value of it. So, if you live in a neighborhood where they're all like 2-story colonials and you have the only ranch, that's not going to help you. But, if you have a colonial like everybody else, now you're conforming, be right in there, whatever the value is in those those colonials. There's going to be high end and low end. Just don't over improve where you're over the high end of that range. And over improvement is in a neighborhood where everybody else has vinyl floors and Formica countertops, and you're putting in granite and quartz.
Sure.
Or you're in a neighborhood where you're putting in Formica and everybody else has granite and quartz. So it goes back to the concept of conformity. You conform to the neighborhood as much as you can, and you'll be fine. But that's what you look for when you're out appraising. If it's a capital improvement, a kitchen, a bathroom, those are improvements. Maintenance, when you replace your water heater, that's maintenance.
Yeah.
Fix your broken windows, even replacing some windows, but not all. That's just dated. That's maintenance.
Your old stove goes, you got to buy a new stove, you buy a nice
Yeah,
new
the
stove.
appliances are included.
That's kind of maintenance, So,
Hey, don't put an $8,000 Vulcan stove in
no.
in a medium priced neighborhood. You just don't do those things. But you're not going to get the value out.
If you're going to spend $20,000-$30,000 on a kitchen, $10,000 on a bathroom, or whatever you're spending, take the time, consult a professional.
Yeah, talk to like a real estate broker or agent, somebody who knows the market, that's familiar with the market, or an appraiser that does a lot of work in your area. Just ask them, get a professional opinion. They'll tell you.
Sure.
They'll be happy to work with you. People love talking about their business. That's what I recommend.